What's up, YouTube? Hefe coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fish Room. It's Wednesday, in the fish room on Wednesday. That's right, guys. I'm excited to be in my fish room. Like normal. I don't know why I took such a long pause. But anyways, let's jump right into it. I got something I want to explain to y'all, show y'all. Especially for you new guys out there, because I totally just did it to myself. But anyways, we'll start with the planted, well, semi-planted tank. Y'all know what I mean. This tank right here, y'all can see that I did another major trimming, except this time I didn't keep any of the trimmings. Most of the trimmings that I took off, I threw away because, you know, it was the old growth and we have this new growth on the star grass coming in, so I threw out the old crinkly leaves is what I'm trying to say. This Bacopa is doing awesome, by the way, guys. Y'all can see the greenness on that. More specifically, the Cardinalis. I had a little bit of algae growing on there. The algae problem is starting to get under control because, of course, you know, it's starting to get normal in here. You know, with consistency. This micro sword is starting to take off a little bit. Still got to do a trimming on that, but I'm gonna wait until I'd say another couple of days. But as far as what I'm doing in this tank, guys, is I've been doing just like this one I explained to y'all yesterday. I've been doing everyday water changes, except on this one. What I've really been doing is not necessarily every day, but every day, if that makes any kind of sense. I'll try to explain it, but what I'm doing here is I'm trying to stimulate the plants. Y'all can see I got lots of pearling going on. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, guys, but oh my god, it's looking awesome. You can see, more specifically, look at this stuff here. The Kabamba, the red or purple Kabamba. Look at all the bubbles all over that stuff, guys. Pearling like a mug. Golly. Dwarf hairgrass, everything's just looking good. Stargrass is pearling. Let me try to get some. There you go. Look at all them bubbles. Look at them. I've been dosing it with Excel, guys, and what's that other stuff? I'll show you. I've been dosing it with Excel and this stuff right here by the same company. It's basically like a multivitamin type deal, but I only use that one probably once to twice a week, but the Excel I'm dosing every day, and I've definitely noticed a difference. I'm still running the DIY CO2 on this tank as well, and everything is starting to really take off. That Rotala indica in the back, I just trimmed it massively, and you can see how thick it already is. The rippins, you know, I'm kind of having a little issue with it, and so what I did is I changed a few things with it, as far as where it sets inside the tank, the lighting that's hitting it and stuff, blah blah blah, yeah, so that's what I've been doing with this tank. Just had a major trim. Another thing that I did, guys, is these right here. This is flame moss, and basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this to just make into a mat, kind of like a little wall type deal. I got two of them in there. You can see the other one right there. It's the same principle, except it's just smaller. The other one is just a little bit smaller. And, you know, that's nothing new, guys. You basically take the plastic canvas and you know, spread it out really thin between the two, then zip tie them or fish string them together, whatever you got to hold them together really tightly. And you can see them up at the top there just floating. You know, no new growth yet. I just did that yesterday. And I also found some Rickia. It must have came in on Mr. Mom or Jay Flesh's order that I got. It must have came in on those, but I found a little piece of it, so I put it on that screen. You know, I jammed it in that little screen that's right there and put it under the light to try to get it to start booming there, because I would love some Rickia moss. But as far as that, I gave y'all an update on here yesterday. I gave them some live food today. Gave them some Jaguar fry. And to those of you out there that don't like that kind of stuff, it happens in nature, and actually to sit there and watch how these guys hunt, similar to how they would hunt in nature. So guys, that's part of the conservation of any species, is watching how they eat, watching how they find food, and you know, stuff like that. So it's not cruel. You know, I mean, I have a ton of these fry. They go to good homes. I take very good care of them. They only eat the best food. So, you know, it is what it is. If you think it's cruel, I'm sorry. You know, but, you know, there's nothing I can really do about it. Then we come down here. I've been doing 2 water changes on a week on this tank, which is normal. I normally do about 2 water changes on this tank, anywhere from 60 to 70%, once to twice a week. Normally it's twice, but and then this guy here, he's getting a little bit bigger and he's getting less shy of me. You know, he doesn't like the camera, as you can see, but when I put my hand up there, he kind of backs up a little bit. He's getting a little bit better with that, but as you can see, he doesn't like the camera at all. So he's pretty cool. I'm really digging him, even though he's a wife beater. But then we're gonna come over here to Big Rig's tank. Y'all may have seen this tank just in this video that I just did. I was entering Nathan Miller's contest, and you know, I was doing it on Big Rig here. So y'all just seen this tank if you watched that video. That's his female there. I actually flattened a rock. They're really starting to act like they're really interested in breeding with each other. I still don't think that she's quite big enough, but we'll see. But I was doing a water change on this tank, guys, and shooting that video, and in doing so, I forgot to put my heater all the way down in the water. There's 2 things that you can do when you're doing a water change with a heater in your tank. You can either unplug it, which is, you know, fine if you want to do that, or you can simply take it out of the suction cups and put it underneath the water, as long as you have a fully submersible heater. If it's not fully submersible, it'd probably be okay for the length of time that it takes to do a water change on an aquarium, guys. But, you know, better safe than sorry. You might as well just unplug it. I did neither of those, okay? Normally I just dunk it down in the water and it's fine, everything's hunky-dory. Well, I didn't do that because I was shooting a video, got excited, and just forgot. So, my tidbit of information for y'all today is, if you do forget and say your heater does break, they don't break often, guys, but say that it does. Like this one did here. This was Big Rig's heater and it broke. Broke inside of the tank, guys. And you know, there's little pieces of glass and stuff like that. My tidbit of information for y'all today is how to make sure that you got all the glass out of there. So what you want to do is when you notice it break, you immediately want to unplug it, because it will electrocute. It will send electricity into this water. Water is a great conductor of electricity, guys, and it will hurt you, so be very, very careful. I actually heard it start cracking, and I pulled it up as the glass fell off, so of course there was no damage to my fish and there was no damage to me. And what I did was I pulled it and I hung it over the outside of the tank and then went around and unplugged it. You want to make sure that nobody touches it while you're going to unplug it, because it will shock you or burn you. There was little shards of glass, guys, and there's actually 2 tricks to making sure that you got it all. One, glass is going to be less dense than these stones that you have on the bottom of your tank, regardless of the pebble size, unless you're using sand, and in that case it's still going to be heavier. So you're really going to want to be careful if you have sand in your heater breaks and you get glass shards. But what you want to do is you want to lay it out to the side, and all the pieces of glass that you find, you want to lay it out to the side, guys. There should be 2 main pieces. There would be the heater itself, which is cracked in half, and there will be a larger chunk of glass that popped off the bottom of it, and sometimes little shards can break off around where it broke. Those are the shards that you have to worry about, guys, because with the fish that we keep, they love to dig, and if they get glass in their mouth, it could, you know, hurt them very badly. And if they ingest it, it'll hurt them even worse and more than likely kill them, especially when they try to pass it. So what you do is you lay it out, and you want to immediately stop filling up your aquarium. Okay, if you're filling it up at this point, stop filling it up. If you're not, then you can keep going on about your business. But what you want to do is you want to get a light, a flashlight, a bright one, and you want to shine it down to the bottom and make sure that you find it all. Then go over with your gravel vac or whatever you use to siphon your gravel, guys. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring the glass above the gravel. Okay, say that it fell out, and you want to watch really closely. Do it on the outside of the tank. So say I'm gravel vacuuming, you know, and stand on the outside so you can see that glass pop up. And then once you're pretty sure that you got it all, go over to where you set it aside. I already did this, but go over to where you set it aside, and then kind of loosely match up all the glass pieces, and that'll tell you that you got it all right there, guys. And if you're missing a good chunk of glass, then you want to keep looking for it until you find it, because it is a hazard to your fish, just in case they pick it up or try to eat it or something like that. The cichlids that we keep, guys, are very smart, but they rely on us to make sure their environment is to the best that we can provide for them, so they live a long and healthy life. So two little tidbits of information: if you have a heater break on you, and make sure that you got all the glass out of your tank. Other than that, guys, that's what I'm doing. I also had them spawn again. As you can see, they're hoarding off the rest of the fry there, so they're not going to have a very successful batch, but it's still going to be a batch nonetheless. So I got to start thinking about a way to separate these two. They're starting to breed every other week, as y'all notice. But that's all I have for y'all today, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you go check out Nathan Miller's channel. Sub up to him, enter his contest. It's a pretty cool prize. It's going to be species specific as to what your favorite fish is what the prize is going to be. So definitely enter that. It's a great way to get your name out there, guys, and grow the community. So go hit that up, go sub them up, and get your video entry in. And with that said, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video again. And all the same stuff. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we'll see y'all next time. Adios-y, folkies. There's Torque right there, guys. Look at that beast. Oh, God, that is a lovely parting shot right there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Torque, and there's his female Cuda. Awesome. Peace, guys.